Thank you, Master Toastmaster. The Toastmaster. Okay, so no hiding behind rule number one. No hiding behind the podium thing tonight. And fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
One of the most exciting portions of our meeting, in my opinion, is the table topics. Table topics gives you a chance to develop your impromptu speaking and helps you think on your feet. There are some rules. It's 1 to 2 minutes, and you must use the word of the day, which is resolve. Yeah. Firmness of purpose, strength of will, or okay. So yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Paramount. Yes. Right, cool.
Oh my gosh.
That's not a noun.
Oh,
That's what
I think. Just a quick question. Can we use it other than a noun?
Or do we have to use it as a noun?
The carpet cleaner?
No.
I think we can we like as a problem solver
To resolve, yeah.
to resolve.
To verb.
Sure.
Well, no,
Okay.
it's the. There we go. You gotta use the noun.
Okay, so
You're strict, huh?
if you get stuck, good luck. Okay, so like I said, 1 to 2 minutes. Use the word resolve and a noun if you can. The timer will let you know when you're at 1 minute, a minute and a half, and then 2 minutes, and you have to be under 2 minutes, I believe, for this.
2:30.
2:30. So the format I'm going to use is I'm going to ask a question so everybody can hear it, and then I'll pick somebody and we'll welcome them up here, and then they can start. Okay. So my first question, and all these questions are basically to allow us to get to know you better. I didn't do a whole bunch of New Year's resolutions because I didn't do any New Year's resolutions. I couldn't think of any. So with that, here's the first question. What gets you excited about life and why? And help me welcome Kevin.
Kevin.
Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, I get excited about life every day.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 wonderful children that light up my life every morning.
Yeah.
I have a job that is in the gaming industry, which means I get to have fun all day.
Yeah.
And I get paid to play games on occasion. But most importantly, I get excited about life to better myself, to learn new things, and to experience new things with others as often as I can. I like to think that I learn something every day, and I take something with me every day that's a memory or a lesson, even if it's a failure or a success. I'm happy with who I am because today I'm a better person than I was yesterday. And that's what gets me excited about life. If it wasn't for my wonderful wife that encourages me to have the resolve to improve myself and to be a better person, then it would have to stay within me. Thanks so much.
All right. Yes.
Okay, the next question is going to be, if you had to teach something, what would you teach and why? Help me welcome Wade.
Yeah.
Let me start off. I appreciate you guys as an audience. I want to express gratitude for being up here. This is a pretty cool thing we got going here. If I had to teach something, what would it be and why? This is cool that it's a freestyle. I'm going to go with, based on recent life experience, I want to teach people about proper nutrition. You know, I find that most Americans especially think of food as what tastes good. Like, what is the best? I'm hungry, I need to get full. What's gonna taste good? Pizza, ooh, sounds good. Pasta, all that stuff, it sounds good. And we have to reshape our thinking that food is our fuel. Food fuels our body. And if your health isn't right, it's going to be hard to do everything else in your life. It's going to be hard to show up for your relationships, your friends, your marriage, your kids. It's going to be hard to show up for work. So I've had kind of, over the past year and a half, 2 years, discovery and learning a lot about how to optimize my body via nutrition. And it's led me into so many amazing new ventures in life where I'm on this personal development discovery. And it really started with my passion for getting healthy and optimizing my body. What foods serve me? What fuels me? And it's not always easy, you know, sometimes you really want the pizza. And it's okay sometimes. But how you do anything is how you do everything. So when you show resolve in your daily decisions on what I'm going to put in my body, how I'm going to fuel it today, over time, you're going to build on it, and you're going to find a lot of benefits. And so I think that is the thing that I would teach to everyone when I have the opportunity to.
Right along, keeping on track here. Our third question is going to be, if you had the opportunity to get a message across to a large group of people, what would your message be and why? So it's similar to the last question. I'll read it again. If you had the opportunity to get a message across to a large group of people, what would your message be and why? Let's get... Had somebody up here ready. How about Scott?
God.
If I had one message I'd like to get across to everybody, I think it's that we're custodians of the planet, in particular of the sea. I spent a lot of time going underwater. Some of you know I spent a lot of time scuba diving and things. But as I've kind of gone into that and done a lot of time, underwater looking at things, and I see how things are maybe not where they were 10 years ago or even 20 years ago, but they're really just dropping off. And I've learned that, some kind of funny facts. There seems like 80% of the oxygen is coming from the rainforest or something. That's not it. 80% of the oxygen in the world comes from the ocean. A lot of our food and a lot of the whole food chain comes from the ocean. And I think we're teetering on a thing that, a spot where if we don't fix it really quickly, it doesn't mean that the ocean will die. The ocean and the planet will come back, but we may not. And I'd like to instill that sense of urgency with a lot of people that we need to take care of this resource. Otherwise, we have to resolve. Thank you. To fix the thanks, we have to resolve to fix this and really take care of it, look at it, and not be in such a rush to get the most profit, the most this, the most that, and take care of that resource. Otherwise, we just may not be here. In the past, I thought, well, we've got 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever, but it's looking like the timeline's a little bit short. I don't want to be gloom and doom because it's great stuff out there, and it's a beautiful place to be. And also, I miss it as I go to places and I see fewer fish, fewer things. So my message is, take care of the ocean. It's the only one we've got.
Okay. Number 4. If you could instill one piece of advice in a newborn baby's mind, what advice would you give and and why? So I'll repeat the question. If you could instill one piece of advice in a newborn baby's mind, what advice would you give and why? Help me welcome Natalie.
I can instill one piece of knowledge into a newborn child, right? I think the first thing that popped into my mind was that you can do anything you set your mind to. Literally anything. I think with that piece of knowledge, a child can move forward. If that's instilled inside of them, they can make the decision every day to kind of lead towards that step. Whether it's being a helpful person or
You do that over and over again, now you've anchored yourself. When you're in a depressed mood, when you're upset, pinch that earlobe and see if you can feel that exhilaration come again. Hold on to that feeling, let it work for you, and you can feel exhilarated and resolved to not be upset any longer.